Good day, everyone. Welcome to the Certified Math Majors channel. Now, today we're going to learn an easy way on how to simplify radicals. Now, when we say simplifying radicals, that means we are going to take out from the radical symbol the perfect root factor of the indicated index. Now, let's have first square root of 75. Now, since you have here square root of 75, the index is 2, that means we are going to take out the perfect square factor of 75. So to do that, we're going to write first the prime factorization of 75. In order for us to write the prime factorization of 75, we're going to fact to divide 75 each time by the prime numbers. Now, the prime numbers, as you know, are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. Now, let's try which of these prime numbers can divide 75. Now, 75 cannot be divided by 2 exactly, so we will not use 2. Now, we can divide 75 by 3. That's why we use 3. 75 divided by 3 gives us 25. And since 25 can no longer be divided by 3, we use the next prime number, which is 5. Now, 25 can be divided by 5, and 25 divided by 5 is 5. So, notice that 75 now are written in terms of its prime factors. So, we are done factoring 75. The next thing that we're going to do is we need to determine how do we take out the perfect square factor of 75 from the radicand. Now remember that the square root is just the opposite of square. And when we say square, that means you are multiplying the same number two times. So when we say square root, that means we need to have the same number taken out or factored out two times. Now, among the numbers 3 and 5, 5 was factored out or was taken out of 75 two times. That means this is the number that we are going to remove from the radical symbol. So we write 5. Now, since 3 only appears once, then it cannot be taken out of the radical symbol. So we only have to write it inside. So now, the simplified form of the square root of 75 is just equals to 5 square root of 3. Next example, we simplify square root of 32. The same thing we did with the first example, we write the prime factorization of 32 by dividing 32 each time by each of the prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, so on, so forth. Let's try to divide 32 by 2. Obviously, we can divide 32 by 2, so this becomes 16. Next, divide 16 by 2, you have 2 and 8. And then 8 divided by 8, you have 2 and 4. And lastly, you have 2 and 2. Now, you need to look at the factors of 32 that was taken out two times. Now, there are a lot of, you notice that there are a lot of 2's in the factors. All you have to do is just take them two at a time. 2. So you can write here 2. You have another 2 taken together two times. That's gonna be another 2 here. So times 2. Then this other 2 does not have any pair. So this 2 or this number that does not have a pair will be the one placed inside the radical symbol. So we have these 2 right here. And then the 2's that were paired will be outside. Multiply them. That's 2 times 2 is 4 square root of 2. That's why that's the answer to this one. Next, third example. Let's have the square root of 600. So 600 can be divided by 2. So that becomes 300. 300 can still be divided by 2, so we still use 2. 300 divided by 2 is 150. 150 divided by 2 is 75. This time, we can no longer divide 75 by 2. Let's try to use 3. So we have 3 and 25. And then lastly, you have 5 and 5. Now, identify which numbers can be paired. So you can take this 2 at a time. So you have 2. And then the 5 and the 5 can be taken also 2 at a time. So times 5. So you have this one. And then you have the other numbers, 2 and 3. They cannot be paired. So multiply them inside the radical symbol. You have 2 times 3. So 2 times 5 is 10. Square root of 2 times 3 is 6. Therefore, the simplified form of square root of 600 is 10 square root of 6. Next, let's have the last example, the cube root of 48. So 48 divided by 2, we have 24. Then 24 divided by 2, we have 12. 12 divided by 2, we have 6. And 6 divided by 2, we have 3. This time, we're talking of cube root. Let's look for a number that was taken out 3 times. So you have 1, 2, 3. So you have a 2. So take these 2 out of the radical symbol. Now, the other 2 prime factors, 2 and 3, was not taken out 3 times. So this remains inside the radical symbol, 2, and the other one is 3. Therefore, you have 2 cube root of 2 times 3 is 6, and that is your answer. So that's all for this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to get updates on our next videos. Thank you so much and enjoy learning.